Okay, so our lesson will be on evaluating algebraic expressions. In order to evaluate an algebraic expression, you must substitute the number for the variable and then follow the order of operations. So for instance, let's say that I had the expression x squared plus y. Well, in order to evaluate what this would equal, I would need to know what x and y are and then substitute them. And so you'd be giving those values. So let's say that x was equal to 3 and then y was equal to 2. I would start by replacing x with 3 and y with 2, and then I'd do the order of operations, PEMDAS. And so for this one, of course, we would square 3 first. 3 squared would be 9. And then we would add, and we'd get the answer 11 for the value of this expression. Now, this expression could change if the variables changed. If x equaled 8 and y equaled 10, then this expression would have a completely different answer. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do some examples. Evaluate x cubed minus 2y squared. Pause your video, go ahead and substitute the numbers, follow order of operations, and then restart the video to check to see how you did. Welcome back from pausing the video. X equals -3, so we'll substitute -3 in place of x. And y equals 2. Now let's do the order of operations. We always look for parentheses first, right? But these really aren't parentheses for -3 and 2. Those are little separators. So let's do the exponents. Here we have -3 cubed. That's -3 times -3 times -3. Two of the negatives cancel out, but one still remains. This is going to equal -27. We're subtracting 2 times here is 2 squared. Well, 2 squared is 4. Right, so I have 2 times 4. Next, I would go left to right again, and I have a subtraction and a multiplication. So multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. Finally, I'll subtract. Well, -27, if I'm subtracting 8, that's the same as adding another -8. Same sign, add and keep. You should get -35. So how'd you do? Okay, let's try another one. Pause your video, evaluate the expression, restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. Let's substitute 4 in place of A and -2 in place of B. Inside the parenthesis, we have 3 times 4, which is 12, and then we're adding -2. So 12 plus -2, I subtract them, keep the sign of the bigger number, so that would be 10. And on the outside of the parenthesis, there's a negative sign, which really means multiply by -1. So if I multiply 10 times -1, I'm going to get -10. Another way to read this sign on the outside is take the opposite. So if I took the opposite of 10, 10's opposite is -10. So how'd you do? Okay, let's try another one. All right, go ahead and pause your video, evaluate the expression, then restart to check your answer. Welcome back from pausing the video. Let's start by substituting in place of r, -5, in place of s, -4. Next, we'll follow order of operations. We have an exponent and an exponent. -5 squared would be 25. -4 squared is 16. bring down the minus, bring down the plus. Resetting, going left to right, we now have multiplication to do. There's multiplication here. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And then multiply again. Negative 10 times negative 4, which is positive 40. Finally, we got addition and subtraction. So 40 plus 25 is 65, and minus 16 equals 49. Okay, how'd you do? And remember, read some books.